So when you look in the mirror, who is it that looks back at you? Do you actually know them? It kind of makes you stop and think for a second, right? One of Einstein's most famous quotes is, "If you can't explain it simply, then you simply don't know it well enough." So I guess this presents me to my next question that I have to ask myself. How could I define myself in a simplistic way towards somebody else? I don't think it'd be easy for anybody to define themselves in a simplistic way because at the end of the day, we're all very complex beings. Yet it's our brains that have this desire to seek out the simple so we can understand better. Looking at my life in retrospect, I can see the events and the influences that have shaped me into who I am and have really kind of pushed me in one direction or another. I think coming from Mansfield, Ohio, which is a smaller community, has really shaped who I am, and it's given me all of the aspects of my life that I appreciate and I think would define who I am as a person. And I think they're my family, my friends, and finding new hobbies. So going back to my family, I think they've influenced me the most because of the values and the morals that they've given me, like respect, kindness, being appreciative towards others. I think showing gratefulness towards other people is a huge way of showing respect and showing that you actually care for them taking care of you or going out of their way for you. And I think learning to show kindness towards others is a huge skill because you never know what somebody's going through. You don't know where they come from or how their day is going. So, stepping out of your way to be kind can go a lot further than you realize. And I think having family like mine that have given me these values has really made me grateful for the friends that I've made. And I feel lucky enough to have a solid enough friend group that they feel like family away from family. So this leads me into my second point. I think my friends have really influenced me a lot into who I am as well. They're kind of another support system for me. I can ask them for advice. They can ask me for advice. We always laugh, we joke, we have a good time. We can hang out and do nothing, and we'll still have a good time. But I think it's the fact that they're always there for me when I need them, and they say what needs to be said, and they give me the honest answer when it needs to be truthful. And I think that really kind of pushes you to be your authentic self as well. Another thing that me and my friends love to do is just pushing ourselves to try new things, try new hobbies, go see new places, go see new sports games or new concerts or wherever it is. We love to explore. Which leads me into my third point. I think the hobby that I actually enjoy the most is just finding new hobbies to do itself. I've always enjoyed learning how to do new things, picking new things up. I grew up playing sports, so naturally I like to be outside and be active. So some things that I've randomly picked up throughout my life are, playing golf, lifting, running, anything outside. I love to see how good I can get at it. I think two of my peaceful hobbies that I enjoy the most, I call them, are fishing and lifting. And I think they're peaceful because when you're fishing or you're lifting, for the most part, the dialogue, it's you versus you. It's just you talking to yourself, which I find that very peaceful. So I think does 3 minutes of this actually explain my life, or does it actually do justice on who I am? Probably not, but at least it starts to break the barrier between me and you so you can understand who I am and where I come from. I feel lucky enough to have the people to always be real with me and force me to be who I am authentically because I believe without being yourself, you begin to become the person that looks back at you in the mirror and you don't recognize them.